little bit of the history for us here.
Well, the first thing I would say is that almost any name of any person in this room could have been substituted into that song, and that's the thing that makes what we do and all of us together so fantastic, because everybody here has shown what it means to live according to your conscience, and I really thank you for that. I'm also glad that the song does talk about what in my tradition we call resurrection. It's very important in our movement. I think most of us understand that just because there's a crucifixion, just because the IRS might win today, there is resurrection on the other side of that, and ultimately God has the victory.
This is a poem by Rick Amante. It was in the Network News in 1988. The title, it was after a meeting in Boston. In Cambridge, Portland, Orono, Shanghai, anywhere that love makes sense, people sit in groups and apart, disobedient as the wind. Peace is Earth's grand signature, the force governments choose to ignore. So we feed the best nothing, but give more to each other. Resist the deaths the taxes explore. And in the circle of chairs and light by the candle, faith moves stone.
Well written.
Except for a little correction, that's feed the beast nothing. Make sure we got that. We actually have a greeting from one of our affiliate organizations for the 30th anniversary, and Titus, you should come up.
Jack Payton Travers, who is the director of the National Campaign for a Peace Tax Fund, literature is over there on the table, sent a letter of greetings to the 30th anniversary of the NWTRC meeting, and I want to read from that. He notes that I will be bringing some National Campaign for Peace Tax Fund materials to the 30th anniversary celebration and coordinating committee meeting in Colorado Springs. I regret that I cannot personally attend. We do plan on joining NWTRC folks who will also be tabling at the 2012 Shutdown the School of the Americas Vigil.
Yeah.
We are presently focusing on the reintroduction of the Religious Freedom Peace Tax Fund bill in the upcoming 113th Congress. Congressman John Lewis will once again be the bill's sponsor. Kayla Robbins, a Brethren volunteer service worker, joined our staff earlier this month and will be with Rick Woodard, our chairperson, and me in Columbus, Georgia at the SOA. I look forward to joining in future NWTRC meetings. Please know that we at the Peace Tax Fund are very appreciative of all that NWTRC folks do to raise the message that paying for war is a form of participation in war. We were glad to be able to support your efforts and celebrate your history by placing a message in the October issue of More Than a Paycheck. I was particularly pleased to see Peacemakers recognized for its impact on so many of our lives. Peace and trust, Jack Payton Travers, Director, National Campaign for Peace Tax Fund.
Woo!
And before we move on to the final set of this evening with the local theater folks, it's a good time to thank our hosts, especially Bill Salzman, who did a lot of work in getting us here and getting us coordinated and finding us places to stay. those of us coming out of town, picking us up at the airport, helping to coordinate food. So I know Bill was behind a lot of that, and we want to thank you very much. To all the Colorado Springs folks, and I hope people are buying t-shirts, because that's a really good way to thank them for the work.